Howdy, howdy. I don't know how your guys' weather's doing or whatever not. Ours is horrible. I'm with the woman. I said ours because she's with me right now. Dude, it is a winter wonderland out here.
Better not hit my car.
Yeah, I know. Her car's black. It looks like a white car right now. Dude, it's crazy out here. It's, this is the weather you don't want to, drive in. And my buddy, I trust him. It's more the other drivers around because he was offering to drive pretty much. But I was like, I don't trust other people to drive because it was not even as bad as this. And there was like 5 crashes that one day I told you guys about. It was just horrible. So, drive slow, y'all. But today, on a Saturday, on this winter day, it's going to be back in biceps and rear delts, which is just some flies at the end. But pretty much rowing, lat pull downs, the usuals. Biceps is going to consist of a hammer curl and, just some whatever not, just like some other curl variations. You don't need to be super crazy and do spider curls or, whatever not. You don't need to do reverse cowboy curls, nothing like that. Cowgirl, whatever it is, I don't know. But, yeah, you don't need to do any crazy variations for biceps. Back is a little more variety because you have so many more muscle groups part of back, and your back consists of like lats. That's a whole other muscle group compared to like traps. So it's, and one other thing I want to quickly talk about beforehand is, since it is bulk season for a majority amount of people, right, you don't want to go overboard, right? But I have become a person of, if you reach your macronutrients, right, if you reach, let's say you're a 200-pound guy, 200 grams of protein, maybe 200, a little bit more, because you want to have a gram per body weight if you want to gain the most amount of mass. And then carbs is, if you're, like I said, bulking, it's higher carbs. And fats you want to keep moderately kind of in the middle. So, like, I usually do about 100, maybe 110 grams of fat, maybe even less than that if I eat more chicken or something that day, more lean stuff. But my whole purpose of this is, now, I'm not saying you should go eat a bunch of sugary crap, like a bunch of candy or anything, but at the end of the night, if you need 80 more carbs or whatever, I wouldn't be opposed to you having some candy and some rice cakes, or some candy and some rice. Like I said, I don't want you, going throughout your whole day and having 500 carbs worth of candy. I don't think, because you're also not going to get full from that. You're going to just want to eat more. It's like if you have 2 tubs of ice cream, sure, you could finish that, but then you'll probably be hungry afterwards. And then guess what? You're way over your macros. So, I mean, I guess in a bulking circumstance, I guess it doesn't always matter if you're a little bit over, but you don't want to be 10,000 calories over what you should be eating. So, but the whole point of what I'm trying to say is you need to have an even balance of clean foods and dirty foods, right? Because I think, obviously, the human needs and wants and desires is we like to eat something a little tasty. That's not anything unusual. Like some people, they love to have their kind of like steaks, or some people like to have their sweets. And I don't think that's bad. I think you should have that because you need a little balance.
Hitting me.
Yes, it's because it's dry, dude.
It's just, no, it's hitting the snow.
No, that's how they always sound. Oh. My wipers are being stupid. But pretty much the point what I was trying to say was, if you want to...
That guy's driving with his window down.
He's an idiot. He must be really cold. But pretty much what I'm trying to say before I get off here, because this is all crazy what's going on around us. But if you want to cheat a little bit in your diet, don't be opposed to always doing that. On a cutting basis, it's a little different, because candy on like a cutting basis, well, you want stuff that fills you up, right? Because if you're only eating, like for me, 3,000 calories, I'm hungry throughout the day, right? I'm hungry throughout the whole day. But if I can get stuff like more filling foods, like more chicken, more, just more filling foods, I'm less likely to eat over what I'm supposed to. And on a cutting aspect, that really matters, But that was my little rant, but I'm going to get into the gym now with her, and we'll see you guys in a second. All right, so first we're going to be working on the mid-back. We're just going to be doing rows And as you seen when I got first set up in that machine, I retracted my shoulder blades first. That's just a lot easier than kind of getting a row and then doing the kind of retracting your shoulder blades part. But like I said, the movement, make sure you retract your shoulder blades and row back afterwards, but do it all in one motion. What you can do is you can do retract your shoulder blades and then do like a row motion afterwards, which you might use some of your biceps when you're doing that row motion, so it's a lot easier to do it all in one motion. But that's just to kind of understand how to like kind of use your back more than like your biceps first, you know. So we're going to be doing the rows first, and then we're going to be doing some Kelso shrugs right after, just like now. I did 4 sets of this today, going around the 6 to 12 rep range. Now we have a lat workout, which is just some pull-ups. I originally do pull-ups, and then I do some assisted pull-ups just to get an extra couple reps afterwards, just like doing a drop set. But make sure you're getting your chin over the bar, and you're putting your elbows to your sides as close as you can. It's a little harder when you're doing bodyweight pull-ups unless you're really good. But this way, with the assisted pull-ups, you can just get a better contraction. So on those ones especially, hold it at the top and go slow on the way down to get a better contraction.
It's not raining. It's just going straight to. It like is silent and then it'll go to her voice. No, it just has bad service.
Now for our first meal for biceps and the brachialis, we're going to be doing some heavy hammer curls. Got a PR on this today, but we're training around the 8 rep range. We did 3 sets total. On the last set, go a little lighter, but make sure you're doing it across your body rather than right in front of you, because you're working your long head, which is that peak part of your bicep. So, and then go slow on the way down. Now just another bicep workout. We're doing unilateral kind of bicep incline curls. Just a really good movement to get a really good contraction in your biceps. We're training around the 2 to 10 rep range for these. I only said 2 because I did kind of way too heavy for this set. But then after, you can't do it by yourself anymore. Kind of help yourself out with some assisted reps. All right, we are done now with the workout. I would flip the camera around, but I'm not gonna end this and then flip it and then show, but it got worse. It's still super bad. But for our post-workout meal, we're gonna get some Starbucks. And personally, what I get from Starbucks is I get some egg white, red pepper egg whites, and a double smoked bacon sandwich, and then afterwards I'm gonna have like some bison and stuff, bison and rice. You know, you gotta have your meals in. Her personally, she's gonna get a sausage egg
Bacon wrap.
Yeah, it's really good looking. It smells stinky though.
Oh, whatever.
But we're gonna do that thing, and then we're gonna go over to my buddies tonight. Even though we probably shouldn't drive anywhere, but we'll be alright. It's only 5 minutes away. Unlike my friend who was trying to convince me to go out in this weather and probably take an hour and a half rather than 45 minutes to a rock climbing facility, which we can go, I told him, next week. But, you know, that's whatever. But, like I said, there's just other stupid drivers, especially on the highway, because her mama said that there was like a 50-car pileup on the highway.
3 car.
She said 50.
No, there's a 3-car pileup.
She said 50.
No, 3.
I swear she said 50.
3.
3, whatever it is. You don't want to see any kind of pileup on the road, you know, because that could lead to you being part of the pileup, and you don't want to be the 4th or the 51st. It's 50. She said that. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Please keep achieving your guys' dreams. Keep going. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.